My name is Toba, and here's my story. It was my bachelor's eve, and my guy and best man Jeff had organized an evening of great fun for me and the rest of the crew. It wasn't easy planning the event with 24 men with different ideas on how the night should go, but he managed to get everyone to a newly opened club, Pablo's, in Victoria Island. My mom, a serving senator, had warned us to be careful and make sure we don't do anything that gets negative media attention. She doesn't want anything to hurt her chances of winning a keenly contested race for re-election. My wedding, in fact, was part of the plan. She hoped to use the ceremony to show off our family's splendor and glamour to our political opponents. Political ambitions touch family too. I'm not mad. I get it, and I'm fully in support of her ambitions and plot. In fact, I did my part. Made sure me and the guys didn't misbehave at the party. At about midnight, Jeff and I set out for the hotel in Surulere, where we had made reservations. We had reasoned that since the church was also in Surulere, securing a hotel nearby would serve us well if I was to dress up and go to church from there. Just as we were approaching the National Stadium, we saw a man crawling across the road, bleeding profusely. It was obvious he was a victim of a hit-and-run accident. I told Jeff we had to stop and help him. We carried the man into the car and took him to Luth. On arrival at Luth, he no longer had a pulse. The doctor said he was BID, brought in dead. We explained to the doctor and nurses that we found him on the road. The doctor insisted that we should take the corpse to the mortuary. He also added,
I find your story a bit puzzling. Are you sure you didn't hit this man? It would be hard.
Jeff and I took one look at each other and realized what we had gotten ourselves into. We drove up to Ikeja mortuary, and when we got there, the attendant said they needed a police report before taking the dead body. Which kind of wahala be this now? We explained the situation to them, but it didn't change anything. They insisted that they must see a police report before collecting the body. So we decided to go to the police station, and while on our way, Bolu, another friend who was at the bachelor's party, called and advised that we quickly return the body to where we found it, for the sake of the wedding in the morning. This was about 3 a.m. The wedding is set to start at 8 a.m. Bolu was convinced that the Nigerian police would tag any citizen reporting the crime as the prime suspect. To the police, you are always guilty until you are proven innocent. I am sure neither the wedding nor your mom's re-election will survive this good Samaritan gesture. We all considered Bolu as street smart, so we took his advice and headed back to the National Stadium where we had found the man. On approaching the location, we noticed that the police had already set up a checkpoint around the pool of blood on the road. Jeff and I looked at each other again, and we both knew it was going to be a long night.